That's a toxic relationship.
Yeah. Ever wonder how a super successful celeb like Steve Harvey could end up being swindled? And not just by anyone, but by the husband of a longtime friend. Hold on to your seats. I'm talking massive scams, celebrities, shocking betrayals, and even courtroom drama.
$1 million fraud scheme and a lot of victims. This all happened through an alleged growth and coaching business, part of it run on social media.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. Today we're diving deep into a scandal that's rocking Hollywood to its core. Imagine this. Ernesto allegedly offered business services to Steve, but instead of helping him, he made off with a huge chunk of Steve's money. What's more, Ernesto's wife and Steve's so-called friend, Shirley, appears to be siding with her husband, even after learning of his heinous crimes. A real jaw dropper, right? Now sit tight as I delve deeper into this tangled web of deception and betrayal.
I'm having a bad day right now.
In a turn of events that could be straight out of a drama series, Ernesto Williams is hanging on the edge of serious legal repercussions. With a threat of time behind bars looming over him, the situation is nothing short of perilous. Yet, the whispers on the wind suggest his wife, Shirley, may have had more than an inkling about Ernesto's illicit dealings. It's even suggested she may have abetted his deceptions, assisting him in camouflaging his illicit operations.
What did you say?
Digging into the origin of their alliance, it's clear that their union has been troubled from the very start. It's been a procession of warning signs, one after another. Adding a twist to this tale is none other than Steve Harvey, the matchmaker with the Midas touch, who played a pivotal role in their introduction. The intrigue doesn't stop there. Steve Harvey, a figurehead in the TV world, got ensnared in Ernesto's fraudulent business services. This resulted in substantial monetary setbacks. Ernesto had pledged his services in business assistance, but his actions spoke a different language altogether, leaving Steve feeling swindled.
And that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm gonna stick this out.
Despite his financial setback and the sting of betrayal, Steve Harvey chose to maintain his silence, largely due to his strong rapport with Shirley. Being torn between his desire to reveal the truth and risking his relationship with Shirley left him in a delicate predicament. Insiders reveal Steve Harvey was left reeling when Shirley chose to back Ernesto, even when his grave wrongdoings were unearthed. Steve was under the impression that Shirley was cognizant of Ernesto's illicit activities, which made him cast a shadow of blame on her. An insider source spills, Steve is deeply wounded by Shirley's unequivocal support for Ernesto. He holds the conviction that she was not just a bystander in his crimes, but an active accomplice. This has been hard on him as he has shared a close bond with Shirley for many years. People in Steve's inner circle report that he believes Shirley shared the responsibility for Ernesto's transgressions. He was certain that she wasn't just aware of his doings, but she was an active participant. This belief has created a chasm in his relationship with Shirley, leading to palpable tension within their common social circle. Further reports suggest that Steve Harvey harbors a deep sense of betrayal from Shirley. Her decision to stand by her husband, even after his deeds were laid bare, has made Steve question the very genuineness of their friendship. Adding a layer of irony to this convoluted tale, Ernesto chose to propose to Shirley on her radio show, with Steve Harvey as a witness. Retrospectively, it seems like Steve was a catalyst in the formation of a family that would eventually betray him.
For those of you that's listening, a man is walking in the room right now.
In Steve Harvey's own words, reportedly conveyed by a close associate, I put my trust in Ernesto, and he exploited it. He promised to assist me in business matters, but all of it was a facade. I incurred significant financial loss, and it's disheartening to see that Shirley stands by him, even in the face of his appalling actions. The ripple effect of Ernesto's crimes and Shirley's support for him has not only strained Steve Harvey's bond with Shirley, but also placed their mutual friends in an awkward position. Those close to both of them are caught in the crossfire, torn between loyalty to Steve and maintaining their own relationships with Shirley. This has created a tension-filled environment within their social circle, leaving everyone walking a tightrope. Let's pivot our attention to Ernesto for a moment. With a rap sheet that's as long as a grocery list, Ernesto's criminal history is no short tale. Stacked up with charges and felony convictions, he's been entangled in the law's grip since the 80s. His lengthy record speaks volumes about the kind of character we're dealing with here. Insiders tipped off that Shirley, despite being fully clued up on Ernesto's checkered past, held on to the belief that he was a changed man. This sheds light on Shirley's perspective. She was in the know about his dark history, but remained steadfast in her conviction that he had flipped a new leaf. But just like a leopard that doesn't change its spots, Ernesto's claimed transformation was nothing but smoke and mirrors. Underneath the surface, he was still up to his old tricks, playing deceptive games and scheming scams.
Well, more than a dozen people scammed out of $1 million. 2 people have been arrested on a number of fraud charges.
The law finally managed to slap the cuffs on Ernesto and his co-conspirator Erica King. The duo was collared for pulling off a fraud racket that had them pocketing a cool $1 million. The news confirmed their crimes, highlighting the gravity of their deception.
Essentially position themselves as experts in the fields of business growth, development, coaching, things of that nature.
Masquerading as business gurus, Ernesto and Erica spun stories about how they could skyrocket the brands, missions, and social media followers of their victims. This guise, as savvy professionals, helped them win over trust and open the doors to their swindling operation.
To request more and more payment, promising that those services and goods would be later provided, but never making good on those promises.
Victims who got reeled into Ernesto and Erica's devious plan handed over their hard-earned cash, hoping for a business boost. However, all they got was a bitter taste of betrayal, as the services they were promised turned out to be nothing but empty words.
If you have had any dealings with King or Williams, call police.
What's even more shocking is the fact that, despite being taken for a ride, none of the victims came forward to press charges against the swindling duo initially. This suggests that the victims might have been wary or unsure about confronting their swindlers. But Ernesto's dance with deceit didn't go unnoticed for long. A rental fraud case tipped off investigators who decided to dig into his financial transactions. And lo and behold, this opened up a Pandora's box of deceit far beyond the initial case. Investigators soon zeroed in on the shared residence of Ernesto, Erica, and Shirley. This turned out to be the hub of their deceptive operations, revealing an elaborate network of fraud and trickery. As the money trail unfolded, it confirmed the suspicions around Ernesto and Erica's fraudulent ventures. The breadcrumbs led to the undeniable truth. The pair was neck deep in illicit activities. And now for the part you've all been waiting for. You recall how I pointed out some insiders suspecting Shirley knew more than she let on about Ernesto's underhanded dealings? Well, hold on to your hats because the story just gets spicier. Not long ago, just prior to the full eruption of the scandal, Shirley cunningly erased Ernesto's name from the title of her California property. Quite the shrewd maneuver, wouldn't you say? This savvy decision means that if Ernesto's criminal charges lead to him losing everything, Shirley's house won't fall into the pile of his forfeitable assets. But let's dig a bit deeper into what happened after Ernesto got nabbed, okay? The dude faced a dizzying array of charges that would bewilder any law-abiding Joe.
And there's going to be numerous upcoming warrants coming in this case. I believe Roswell told us today when we checked for an update.
He got hammered with an incredible 5 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony. While 2 of these charges got thrown out later on, Ernesto's financial situation took a hard hit when his bail was set at an eye-watering $15,000.
Before the 13th, there's going to be about 15 plus more warrants coming his direction, serious felonies in there.
But wait, there's more. He was also looking at an extra 3 charges, including theft by taking operation of credit repair services and theft by deception. Apparently, fleecing unsuspecting entrepreneurs wasn't enough for him. He had the nerve to defraud established business owners, too.
He's considered dangerous.
But hold up, there's more to this yarn. This isn't the end of the drama, not by a long shot. A plot twist from court documents dated November 18, 2021 shows Ernesto's penchant for dishonesty didn't stop at business fraud. The guy was also playing fast and loose with a car repair service, running up a hefty tab of over $1,500 at Palmer Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Did he settle this bill? You can bet your bottom dollar he didn't. The guy's a habitual offender, seemingly addicted to deception and fraud. Just when you thought he couldn't stoop any lower, he finds another way to hit rock bottom.
I would also request that there be an ankle monitor placed on Mr. Williams, as well as that have no internet access at all and no contact with any minors or animals.
However, the biggest and most notorious crime remains the $1 million scheme that Ernesto orchestrated together with Erica King. Moreover, let's not forget Steve Harvey, another unfortunate victim of Ernesto's. From what I previously mentioned, there's ample insider info suggesting that a large chunk of the $1 million Ernesto and Eric swindled includes some of Steve's money, and it's not like Steve was wary of Ernesto being a fraud. No, his trust lay with Shirley, a close friend of many years and a collaborator on numerous joint shows. How was he supposed to know that her husband would pull a fast one on him and then try to skip town? All right, folks, so here's what we've got. Steve Harvey, an icon, got embroiled in a scandal he never saw coming. He trusted Shirley, considering her a friend, only to be betrayed by her and her husband, Ernesto. And Shirley, she seems to be keeping her interests safe while her husband faces a barrage of charges. The big twist, Steve blames Shirley, believes she knew about Ernesto's criminal activities all along. Here's the question I want to pose to you, my audience. What do you make of this whole situation? Do you think Shirley knew about her husband's illegal activities? Is she an innocent spouse or an accomplice? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to see your take on this unfolding Hollywood drama. Thank you all for tuning in and joining me on this wild ride through the fascinating world of celebrity rumors. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest updates. Until next time, stay curious, stay entertained, and keep those comments coming. Peace out.